Take a look at these two interfaces. So they both function the same way, but then they look different. In fact, I bet you'd say the one on the left is easier to use than the one on the right, but then there might actually be issues with the one on the left that you can't really see. This is part 5 of why good design works. It's used where we explore the psychology behind the apps you and I use every day. The reason why you'd probably say the design on the left works better or is easier to use than the one on the right is just because it looks good. So when something looks good, we tend to assume that it works fine as well, and that's called aesthetic usability effect. Two products can do the exact same thing, but then if one looks polished than the other and the other one looks dated, people would actually rate the polished one as more easier to use than the other, even when it's not. And this also changes how forgiving people are. So if the overall impression of a product is good, then when there's a small issue, even when it's not so small, they might actually just overlook it. I think this is the part that designers actually need to watch out for, because looking good and working well are two different things. So a well-designed button that is not placed properly or is hard to find is still a bad button, and a polished checkout flow that is confusing is still a bad checkout flow. The key thing here is that aesthetic does matter, but then not at the expense of usability. And I think it's something that designers need to be very conscious about, because we can spend hours trying to make our design look really good and polished without thinking if our users are actually going to be able to use this thing. So don't just make your design look good, make sure it works, and see you in the next video. Bye.